Let's take a look at your first theory assignment. Remember when you're doing your assignments that it's very important that you use a pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. Also make sure that you write as neatly as you possibly can. If I have any doubts as to what the note is, I will mark it wrong. We're aiming for quality work rather than quantity. So whatever you write, make sure that it's legible and neat. If you could open your books to page 2, we'll see our first assignment of the year. As you know, this module was a review, so there's really no surprises in your homework right now. First thing you're going to be doing is naming notes. Question number 2 is writing ledger lines above the given staff. Remember to use whole notes, and be careful when you're drawing your ledger lines that it just looks like it's an extension of the staff, so the space should be the same as the space within the staff. And on page 3, number 3, you're drawing ledger lines below the given staff. On page 4, number 4, you're writing enharmonic notes. Remember, an enharmonic note is going to sound the same but have a different name. Our first note is B, and the enharmonic note that you would write could be C flat. They would sound the same on the piano, but they have a completely different name. In number 5, it says beside each of the given keys, write a note that is harmonic to it. Be careful though, you have a key signature. So all of your F's and C's are going to be sharp. On page 6, number 6, you're going to be writing a diatonic semitone above these given notes. When you're writing a diatonic semitone, it's going to have a different letter name. And when you're writing a diatonic semitone above the given note, you're also going to go up one note name and one letter name. The first note is F. A diatonic semitone above F would be G flat. For number 7, you're going to write a chromatic semitone above the notes. Remember, a chromatic semitone is going to have the same or a common letter name. In our first example, we have an F. So if we're writing a chromatic semitone above F, it would be F sharp. Be careful how you draw your sharps because you want to make sure that it's in that F space. Number 8, you're going to draw a note that's a chromatic semitone below the given notes. Again, if it's chromatic, it has a common letter name, therefore it's going to have the same letter name. So a chromatic semitone below F would be F flat. In number 9, you're going to write a diatonic semitone below these notes. Diatonic and different start with D, so we're going to be writing a different note name. In the first example, we have a C, so our answer must have a B in it. And because there's no black key between C and B, the answer would be B. Number 10, above the staff, identify each pair of notes as either a diatonic semitone or a chromatic semitone. The next page you have is page 7, and now we're moving on to whole tones. Remember, a whole tone is simply 2 semitones or 2 half steps. On page 7, you will be writing a note that's a whole tone above the given note. Remember that when you're going a whole tone above a note, you're also going up one note name. Our first example is F flat. The answer must have a G in it. The answer would be F flat to G flat would be a whole tone. Let's look at page 8 next. Now you'll be writing a whole tone below the given notes. Again, a whole tone is going to go down by one note name as well. So our first example here is a G sharp. We must have an F in the answer. But of course, F to G sharp isn't a tone, is it? But F sharp to G sharp would be a tone. For number 13, you're going to identify each pair of notes as either a diatonic semitone, a chromatic semitone, or a whole tone. Be careful though, because you have key signatures here, so make sure that you're looking at those key signatures. Here's your assignment for this module. If you could complete page 2, number 1 and number 2, page 3, number 3, page 4, number 4 and number 5, page 6, number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, page 7, number 11, and page 8, number 12 and number 13. Let's just review how you should be doing your assignments. Remember that you're always going to use a pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. Why? Because neatness really counts in theory. It's really important that you complete these assignments before you move on to the next module. In theory, we're building all the time on the concepts that you're learning. So we want to make sure that you understand this review before you move on to the next module. Once you have finished it, if you can scan and send me your completed assignments. And then make sure you check your inbox for your marked assignments over the 24 hours after you've sent them to me. I really look forward to receiving your assignments and seeing you at Theory Club this week. Remember, if there's anything you need help with, just let me know. I'm here to help you every step of the way. Have a super duper week. Bye.